France's history is a story of transformation from ancient tribal lands to a centralized European powerhouse. Here is a summary of the major eras. Ancient Gaul and Roman rule. Originally home to Celtic tribes, Gauls. The territory was conquered by Julius Caesar in the 50s BC. 4 centuries. It flourished as Gallo-Roman territory, adopting Latin language and culture. The Franks and Charlemagne, after Rome fell. The Franks, a Germanic tribe, took control. Their king, Clovis, converted to Christianity around 500 AD. Later, Charlemagne expanded this kingdom into a massive empire, being crowned emperor of the Romans in 800 AD. The Middle Ages. This era was defined by the feudal system and the 100 Years' War against England. Figures like Joan of Arc helped drive the English out, strengthening the French monarchy's power. The absolute monarchy. By the 17th century, Louis XIV, the Sun King, centralized all power in himself, building the Palace of Versailles and making France the dominant cultural and military power in Europe. Revolution and Napoleon. In 1789, the French Revolution overthrew the monarchy, seeking liberty, equality, and fraternity. Amidst the chaos, Napoleon Bonaparte rose to power, eventually declaring himself emperor and conquering most of Europe before his final defeat in 1815. The 20th century, France was a primary battlefield in World War I and was occupied by Germany during World War II. Following the war, France focused on decolonization and became a founding member of the European Union. The Fifth Republic, established in 1958 by Charles de Gaulle. This is the current government system of France, characterized by a strong presidency. The French Revolution of 1789 wasn't just one bad day. It was a perfect storm of long-term frustration and immediate disaster. Here is the breakdown of why everything boiled over. 1. The Hunger Games, famine and bread. In the years leading up to 1789, France suffered from terrible harvests and harsh winters. The price of bread, the main food source for the poor, skyrocketed, while the commoners were literally starving in the streets of Paris. The nobility was still living in luxury. Hunger is a powerful motivator for a riot. 2. Bankruptcy and taxes. France was broke. The monarchy had spent a fortune on wars, including helping out in the American Revolution, mostly just to spite the British. To pay the debt, the king tried to raise taxes. The problem? The Catholic Church and the nobility owned most of the land but paid almost zero taxes. The burden fell entirely on the Third Estate, peasants, merchants, and city workers. 3. The Enlightenment, new ideas. People started reading the works of influences of the time like Rousseau and Voltaire. They began questioning the status quo. Why is the king chosen by God? Why do we have no say in how we are governed? Why are we not all equal under the law? The truth and the explanation is in pt2. Coming soon.